Yes.
Let me get you in the shot.
Okay. It's fine.
Keep looking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Action.
Oh, okay. All right. So, why do you think that we tell stories, Dr. Brown?
Well, we tell stories to learn and to warn each other without having to go through the experiences ourselves. Human beings have been telling stories for millennia, and we do it to help us understand the world to the best of our ability. A universal story or superstition is that it's bad luck to break a mirror. Well, this probably originated from looking into the water and seeing our reflection break apart while believing that that reflection is really our soul. Hence, 7 years of bad luck if you break a mirror.
You know, it. Just think about that for a second, though. Like, don't you see how ridiculous that is? I mean, we're talking about the belief that you can inflict harm on your own soul. Our own soul. Like, that's absurd. That doesn't make any sense. There has to be a base reality for our stories.
But if 20 different cultures, which have never had any kind of contact with one another, all have a shared belief, don't you think that there's something true there to pay attention to?
No, I don't. There's cultures that believe that if you eat enough human flesh, you gain special abilities. You'll run faster. You'll jump higher. Like I said, we need to have a base reality for our stories. Otherwise, it's just chaos. Nothing really makes sense.
No. You can have a base reality, absolutely. That's the reality part. But when you add a what if, then you have a story.
Okay. Give me an example of this what if.
Okay. What if you can't walk through a mirror because your reflection knows what's lurking on the other side? What if your reflection in fact knows that it's terrifying, that it's dangerous, that it's harrowing? What if your reflection is trying to protect you? What if your reflection is you?
Okay. Yep. All right. Podcast scene. Shot B. Take 6. All right. Okay. Call it.
Action.
So, why do you think humans tell stories, Dr. Brown?
Humans tell stories so that we can learn without having to go through the experience ourselves. Humans have been telling stories for millennia, and we do it to help us understand the world to the best of our ability. A universal story or superstition between almost every culture is that it's bad luck to break a mirror. This comes from when early humans would see their reflection in the mirror and believe that they were looking at their own souls. So, hence the belief that you acquire 7 years of bad luck when you break the mirror because you've done harm to yourself.
Okay. Let's think about that for a second. So, after you think about it, don't you see how ridiculous that is? I mean, we're talking about the belief that you can inflict harm on your own soul. That's absurd. Stories have to have a base reality. Otherwise, they're crazy.
But when 20 different cultures all have a similar belief when they've had otherwise no contact with each other whatsoever, Don't you think there's some truth that could be found there?
No. I don't think there's any truth that can be found there. There's cultures that believe that if you eat enough human flesh, you get special abilities. You'll have super speed. You'll jump higher. Like I said, we need a base reality for these stories.
Yes, a base reality, you do. But it's when you add the what if that it turns into a story.
The what if? Okay. Alright. I'm going to humor your what if idea for a second here. Give me an example of a what if.
What if you can't walk through a mirror because it's your reflection that's stopping you? What if your reflection knows what's on the other side? What if your reflection knows that it's painful or terrifying or harrowing? What if your reflection is trying to stop you from crossing over? What if you are your reflection?
Good.